Hi, everyone, and welcome back to the DSS break. It's great to have you with us today. I'm Anna, the founder of Data Science Salon, and today I'm streaming directly from our headquarters, which is beautifully located in the heart of Miami, just a few blocks from the iconic design district. And I just actually got back from San Francisco, where we hosted a really wonderful meetup. So I just wanted to say thank you to AWS and Women in Data for hosting us there last night. And we're here live every week to discuss the world of data science, AI, and machine learning. And we chat about unique experiences and best practices with leading data professionals in a 15-minute break. And today I'm joined by Raghavan Chilu, a seasoned innovation technologist and researcher with over 15 years of experience in MFT. And what that stands for is Managed File Transfer, for those of you not familiar, and also enterprise system, which really goes hand in hand with what we talk about here at Data Science Salon. And Raghavan's work blends cybersecurity, cryptography, and machine learning and AI to reimagine how organizations move data securely and intelligently, especially at large enterprise scale. And he's currently at Equifax, where he's driving cutting edge innovation in secure file transfer systems, anomaly detection, and also AI automation for enterprise infrastructure. And then in this DSS break, we'll explore how AI and machine learning are really transforming the traditional world of file transfer and infrastructure security, and why these systems are more relevant than ever, especially because of the agents and all of that stuff in the enterprise. So thank you so much for being here. All right, I will dive right in, Raghav, and welcome. And to start, we will would love to know about you. What really inspired you to start this work, and maybe you could tell us a little bit about your background.
Sure, sure. Wow, Anna, that was such a sweet, nice introduction about me. Thank you so much, and it's a pleasure to be here, and thanks a lot. And before just moving further, I would like to really appreciate you on that. I just for quite some time I've been watching this DSS break, and the contribution, the your contribution towards this information technology and data science, especially AI, it's awesome, incredible. Keep up the good work,
Thank
and
you.
it's pleasure
Thank
to
you
be
so
here.
much. It's a pleasure and an honor to have you.
Thank you. So, hi everyone. So this is Raghava Chellu. I got 15 plus years of information technology IT experience. I'm into multiple domains. I'm a kind of a jack of all person. Like I'm into managed file transfer area, cybersecurity, AI. I'm into operating systems, databases. It's like all a kind of a technology related person. So my initial company is Bank of America. I work for Bank of America and Mastercard, Tech Mahindra, and now working for Equifax. So all over these years, I contribute a lot to this information technology society. I did around 15 to 16 research paper I published, as well as, and I did peer reviewed elsewhere. Springer, I did peer a lot of journals over there. Along with that, I was a speaker in multiple national international conferences as well. So this is all about me pretty much. Yep, Anna.
And how did you start? How did you get into this space? What inspired you to specifically get into MFT and the secure file transfer? Because I feel like that's super specific.
Right, right. So the main reason for this, what we call that, the intention of this live or whatever it is, like, I just wanted to express about this managed file transfer domain to the researchers outside over there. So managed file transfer is a kind of a set of network protocols tool, which helps actually, bridge the gap between internal business units of the organization and external customers. So it's a kind of the tunnel which allows the transfer of the files or the data from one place to another place.
Right.
So this is a niche skill set. Very rare people will be having this skill set, and it works on the basically file transmission protocols like SFTP, FTP, HTTPS, lots of other protocols with the secured way. So these all protocols are provide a lot of security, but they are collectively together. They are just keeping in a separate protocol suite that is called as managed file transfer suite. or the managed file transfer application. So we got a lot of proprietary applications over there outside, IBM, Maxway, JScape, files.com. So a lot of applications are there outside. Yeah, so this is one of the niche skill set outside we got, but at the same time we got very few people in the market.
No, that's super interesting. And what are some of the biggest security and performance challenges that you're seeing today? And how I'm sure the AI is helping. How is it helping solving those problems?
Yeah, sure. So that's remind me, like, there are two main challenges, Anna. Like, so I see repeatedly. First one is security angle, and the second one is performance angle. So coming to the security angle, organizations actually struggle with the certificate lifecycle management as well as encryption compliance and for insider threats as well. A single expired certificate, it could bring down the entire business processes down. And
Right.
coming to the next one, what I'm talking about is performance angle. So it's a moving the petabytes of data from one place to another place and from on-prem to the hybrid clouds. With the strict SLAs often leads to a congestion, retry of the file transmissions, and cost overruns. So AI helps actually in the both domains. Interestingly, for instance, like machine learning models can forecast certificate expiration based on the usage patterns, risk ranking them instead of relying the static calendars. So on the performance side of it as well, AI can adapt transfer concurrency in real time, reroute the traffic based on the latency, and even recommend the most cost efficient path. So it shifts us from reactive firefighting to predictive and intelligent operations.
Cool. So that seems like it's really making a big difference. And in your view, what does AI driven anomaly detection look like in
Right.
action
Right.
in the MFT environment? Can you share maybe a use case or something like that?
So in practice, actually, anomaly detection looks like the system actually sitting quietly over there watching the file transmission failures. So, but when you place the AI on top of it, it's not only watch the file transfer failures, but also it's actually observes the deviation. So, for instance, I can give an example, like on a project involved detecting when a trusted partner suddenly started sending in a huge number of files, in an unusual business hours, they
Right.
send it. They send it if you have AI installed over it, or the if you have AI on top of it. But in traditional file system or traditional manager file transfer area, we see the success is because they are sending the files and files are going, so everyone will be happy. But actually, if you have a AI, at most intelligence placed over on top of managed file transfer area, what will happen? It will detect that abnormality, like it will compare from the past history and see that, okay, this account is compromised because it's like it's taking the lots of load in unusual business hours. So that actually separates from the AI deployment over the traditional managed file transfer systems. So it's about protecting not only the business by catching the subtle signals humans would likely miss.
That's a great answer, really. That really was, and that I actually understand it now. So that makes a ton of sense. And you've also done interesting work integrating AI platforms like Confluence and Google Cloud. How do you
Right.
see this kind of work evolving in enterprise IT stacks with AI as well?
So basically, there are certain organizations are there, uh, and we are the one, of course. So we integrated AI with the Confluence pages, and most of the people, like they don't know what is Confluence. Just letting Confluence is a internal organization's portal where they can place the knowledge, like anytime within the organization they can have their knowledge, they can update their information over there. Like, for example, if they resolve some issue, they will update over there. If they found some issue, they will go and update the document. It's a kind of a knowledge base. They will document every issue what they face. That is called Confluence, right? So if we integrate that with the AI, it auto summarizes everything. Then whenever issue happens, the corresponding team no need to go through all 200 pages. It's automatically summarized that. And AI helps orchestrate the file movement by predicting with the transfers, might breach the SLA as well, pre-scaling resources on the Google Cloud. So the future embedded intelligence, IT team works use AI as a separate tool. I mean, they're not
Right.
using as a separate tool. They will experience it through different flows. For example, Confluence instance, you can take it. So no need to integrate, purely. There is no separate tool that we are integrating it. they're feeling the experience, like, with the workflow. That is an example. That was a classic example. So, like that. So whether itself is self-healing transfers or automated compliance reporting or adaptive access control, it's a part of life. AI can we can deploy it anywhere in the workflows.
All right. No, another great answer. Thank you so much. And what advice would you give to enterprise teams looking to modernize their legacy infrastructure with AI and automation, especially in really high secure environments like finance and healthcare?
So enterprise, like, I see like AI becoming a layer woven into everywhere. Actually, that. So it's actually woven into the every IT sector, every technology within the organizations. It's not a separate product. So, like, we need to, like, for example, I can give you if any failure happening, like, don't try to deploy entire AI into try to do the brainstorm and everything to try to deploy AI at overnight. Don't do that, because it's no we can eat the elephant one bite at a time. Like, first slowly start the implementation. For example, file transfer failure be happening, try to implement over there. And if you see that some issue is, it's some fruits that you are getting it, some resolution you are getting it out of benefit, then you can expand it. So slowly, like, one step at a time, and try to deploy slowly on that. That is the first advice I'm giving, trying to give to the next generation, who are like AI seekers or data science seekers or MFT seekers, who are the technologist. Generic answer, like, so don't try to deploy entire A stack overnight. Just slowly, slowly deploy it and try to resolve the issues, and expand that. And coming to the people, actually, this AI is not replacing the people. Like, it's a kind of, they are it's empowering the people. So the IT operators, what they can do, they can just focus on the next strategic and innovation areas, rather than just worrying about losing their jobs or something like that. So that's what the advice I can give to the next generations or the next IT technologists.
No, that's great advice. And speaking of AI, the last question I have for you, are there some tools and things that you really like? What are some of your favorite AI tools that you use also like in your organization and also personally too?
Yeah, I use like Gemini, ChatGPT. These are all using everywhere. Like, Vertex AI, from it's like, these are all favorite tools we are using it. Yeah, and
Yeah. No,
Perplexity.
I like ChatGPT mostly, and then
Yeah,
Claude for like a lot
so,
of it's good for lists and things like
right,
that.
right.
I feel like they all kind of are good at different things. So, well, thank you so much, Raghav. It was really nice to have you today. And your work sits at the intersection of infrastructure, intelligence, and security, and it's really relevant, especially as we scale. Everybody scales their AI capabilities internally in enterprises and startups and every organization. And if you guys enjoyed this conversation, don't miss Raghav's session at AI powered innovation and secure data exchange, where he's going to dive much deeper into this subject at our upcoming event in New York on December 11th. And we'll share a link shortly with you after this. And I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of the day and week too.
Thanks everyone. Thank you, Anna. See you there. Yeah.
Thanks. Bye. I'll see you there.
Bye everyone. Bye.